Okay, so I'm going to work on the circuit board build, and this is in section 3 called the circuit board. And we're going to build it piece by piece, and we're going to start with the circuit board build on page 2 of that document. And that's going to require this little bit right here, this circuit board, as well as this right angle connector. There should be 2 right angle connectors, one that has 12 pins, one that has 3 pins. I don't have the 3 pin in front of me right now, but I'll get it. This little white thing, this potentiometer, which is a variable resistor, and the 2.7 ohm resistor, the blue one. And so you're also going to need your soldering iron. You'll need a pair of small cutters to trim things with, your solder, of course, your flux, needle nose pliers, and if you have something to help you hold the pieces together, that's great. I don't, so I'm not going to use it. So you'll notice that this circuit board may have little burrs on it here, little extra things on it there. You can go ahead and kind of shave those off if you want. Cut those off with the cutters. Now the soldering on this circuit board is a bit tricky. So I want to make sure that you are good with soldering before you start this. So try to practice, make sure you can solder good with wires, make sure you understand how the solder works, etc., etc. You should have done the other part before you get here. You should have done the other soldering with all the wires before you get here to make sure that you know how the soldering works. So we're going to try it. You all can do this, no problem. So the section, page 2, where it says to cut the pins, I'm going to already have those cut for you. So you should have one that's 12, you should have one that's 3, and you should have one that's 6. So I'm going to already have those cut for you, so you won't have to worry about doing that cutting. And we're going to go ahead and install the 6-pin into the Arduino. Make sure you get it in the right spot. Make sure you're holding the Arduino in the right way so it looks just like it is in the picture, and then putting those pins in place. So I'm going to start by putting the resistor in place. I'm going to use it. This is the little blue resistor, and I'm going to put it right over top of this little picture of the resistor here on my Arduino board. So just put it right into the holes. They're on either side of that thing. And it takes some practice to get it in there the right way. Takes some doing, but go ahead. What I'm finding is I put it in there and it's not exactly the right size to fit in there, so see how it's sticking up a lot? I'm going to just use my needle nose pliers here and do it gently. You don't want to pull it real fast or you'll break something. Just pull one side and then pull the other side. Pull one side and then pull the other side until it gets through there, until it's pretty snug down on the Arduino board. Pressing and pulling, we'll get it in there. It's pretty good. Kind of down there. Now what you don't want to do is you don't want to grab this resistor with your needle nose pliers. Look what happened to my resistor. I broke the casing right off of there. So I'm going to have to get a new resistor because that one's not going to work.